if we fixed it. He said, you want to lose this case? Start fixing it. So for 3 years, we couldn't fix things, and we heard complaints from everybody. Why don't you fix this? Why don't you fix that? And we explained to you why we couldn't fix it. End of 3 years, we get the money. The attorney says, now you can fix it. Now we're starting to fix it. Now you're complaining that we're fixing it.
I don't complain about the fixing. We don't mind to pay either.
Okay.
The only thing happens how they break down.
Okay, let me explain to you.
Let her
Let me
explain
explain to you the breakdown. If you can tell me, and I mean no disrespect, when are you going to die? Can you answer that question? Can anybody answer that question? No. When the concrete started to fall from the balconies, we had no way of knowing how many balconies were severely affected, how many was going to be passed over, how much would it cost. We didn't know. Now, if we had assessed, say, $350,000 for the balconies, and it turned out that it cost us $500,000.
Or $1 million.
Or $1 million. Building number 1, they're assessed at $3.5 million. When the concrete started to fall down, we had to, it's a guess by the contractor, how much it might be, but we're covering, we hope, to cover all the balconies. And if there's any money left over, we still have to do repairs inside on the upper floors of the building where there were cracks because the building moved during the hurricane. And there were cracks all over the building. Any money left over, we will fix that. We'll fix everything. The reason we did the $600,000 was to ensure that we would have enough money to do all the repairs related to the hurricane, plus the balconies. Does that answer your question?
No.
Igor.
I used to, my name is Roy Legion from level 3. No. I used to live in a girls' school, and they did restoration too. And as I remember, before they start restoration, they had engineer coming around and mark all the spaces like red or something. I didn't see this now. Maybe I'm maybe. How actually does it work? You're going to pay for square footage that they're going to drill, or by balconies?
You pay by square footage.
And another thing, you just said we hope that assessment is going to be enough. So this contract that you're going to have right now, it doesn't say that they have to finish their work on this amount of money.
It does.
Does it say?
Yeah, it does. But you know what?
If you say hope, it means that they are going to do like half of the building, and after that they're going to say we're out of money, collect another $600,000.
That could happen.
But you know what?
No, that's why we assessed enough to cover it.
We assessed.
Let me finish.
Yeah, go ahead. Yeah.
If contract says that they have to finish on this amount of money. If they misestimate, they have to finish. That's not our problem. If contract is going to be written right way. But if you sign contract, I'm sorry, no disrespect. If you sign contract, it's going to be wrongfully written, you're going to pay another system. I'm telling you. Because I have bad experience at middle school. I'm still paying, I have a partner over there, and I'm still paying assessment over there because they didn't write it correctly. I'm sorry.
The contractor said he could fix this, do this job for $350,000. What? Can I finish, please? It's our hope that he does it for $350,000. We didn't get a $3.5 million estimate. I hope that he can do it. Okay. But what if he needs another $100,000 or $50,000? Where do we get the money? Should I come back to you for another $100,000 or $200,000? Where do we get the money to pay for this? Actually, we're on the low end of the scale compared to the other buildings. So I'll let you talk. Just give me a second. Okay, now how do you know how do you know what to do? What if he comes back and needs more money? Should I say I need more money, but do another $100,000 or $200,000 assessment? We might, well, hopefully we won't.
Hopefully we don't.
I hope we don't. I hope we don't.
You know, he's supposed to be an honest man. He painted the building 10 years ago, and he gave us a 7-year contract that he will stand behind it. The building lasted 10 years, and what he did before he gave us the contract to do the concrete work, he did high-pressure hose, and he found most of the damage in the building. He found most of the damage in the building. And that's where he came up with where he felt the damage was.
Based on whatever he already found.
Yes, he found. And plus he also said that he needed an avenue, like you said, in the event that he needed some more money, there was 10% above the $350,000. And that's where we came to an agreement. So now, I give you the other alternative. We all drive cars. You take your car into a mechanic and you have and you have one problem. And he takes your car apart after he gives you a price on the part, and he calls you on the telephone and he says, I found something else wrong with your car. Do you tell him to put the car back together again and give it back to you? No, you tell him to fix it. Well, this is the same type of business. But this man did work for us 10 years ago. He is an honest contractor. He pleased us once, and I believe he's going to please us again. So you got to have confidence in a person sometimes.